Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to all of you. As you can see on the screen, the topic of my research is a study on finding an IT solution to provide a secure and a standard method to supply finance to satisfy serious health requirements of people who struggle with poverty in Sri Lanka. As an approach to my presentation, I would like to introduce my presentation flow. During my presentation, I am hoping to go through and inform about the background of the problem situation and the hypothesis developed based on the observations and high-level visualization of the overall concept, goal of my research, prominency of the research, elicitation of facts, conclusion, and any other future work. So as all of us know, Sri Lanka is a developing country. Among the population, people are varied based on their economical status. So majority of them goes under middle class level people, and according to UNDP records, 22.7% of the population comes under or they endure by poverty. So the main focused groups for my research study is the people who suffer with poverty and the middle class level people. When you take the middle class level people, their income is at a minimum level, at a marginal level, so they earn money to satisfy their basic requirements. But when they fall into a serious health requirement or health hassle, it is an additional burden for them, so they are facing for a difficulty on finding finance to cure that illness. So when the situation comes to the poor community, that is the worst case. But currently in Sri Lanka, they have some options to use when they fall into a serious illness or an illness. They can admit to a public hospital and they can get treatments free of charge. And also, now in Sri Lanka, we have telemedicine or e-health facilities, which you can get treatments without moving from one location to another. While being at your hometown, you have the ability of getting treatments from professional doctors. But this study, my study, is attempting to analyze the financial constraint with respect to the health problem. If you take the two type of people which I have abstracted in my research, that is poor community and the middle class level people, if they fall into a serious illness or if they need to undergo a serious surgery or an MRI scan, definitely they need to find some additional finance. Why? If they try to go through the conventional modes or conventional channels, it takes a long time. According to the available resources of our public health sector, sometimes they need to wait in queues to get the treatments. So therefore, to accelerate the treatment process, they need to find some additional finance. So, but currently they are trying some mechanisms to acquire additional finance which are not strong enough to fulfill their need. When the situation is like this, on the other hand, we have another set of people who are willing to donate money to satisfy or to fulfill the need of these people, that is to satisfy serious illnesses. Some people are there to donate money for them. So we call them as donors. But still they are waiting because of lack of information or lack of evidence to prove that the illness of the particular cluster is real, not pretended. So without having enough evidence, they are reluctant to donate money for the needy people. So therefore, needy people or poor community or the middle class level people, to acquire the attention of the donors, they practice some mechanisms, like they publish some newspaper articles by publishing their account numbers, bank account numbers, and asking money. And sometimes they appear at public places and making public verbal announcements and trying to sell a ticket and get some finance. And also sometimes they are appearing at public places with some basic, very basic medical evidence which are not strong enough to prove their illness is real. So it is evident we have two types of people. One, the people who need finance to satisfy serious illnesses, and on the other hand, we have another set of people who are willing to donate money to satisfy the requirement, but there is an observable gap between these two parties. So based on this observation, the hypothesis that I have constructed is, if we fill this gap, or if we bridge this gap, poor community or poor people may cure their serious illnesses effectively. So if I talk about the overall concept of my research study, this is the visual representation of that. So a poor community, the mentioned clustered people can go for a public hospital, and they can get whatever the medical reports, and those medical reports will be certified by an authority in the hospital, and then an officer at the hospital will uploading these reports to the system. So through the particular solution system, interested donor community will get the information, seek the information about these people, and they, according to their interest, they will make their donations with the connection of a bank partner. Then bank partner will liaise with the health ministry of the country, and through the health ministry, finance will be reaching the respective hospital. So though this particular concept is bit large, the domain area of the overall concept of my research is very large. So at this point, at this level, I'm trying to address, to find the need of a secure and a standard method to supply finance to satisfy serious health requirements of people who struggle with poverty. Because to address the problem, definitely there should be a clear problem or clear need to satisfy. If I talk about the prominency of my research, under my literature survey, only one organization I found bit similar to my research concept, that is Clínica Verde at Nicaragua. Nicaragua is the third poorest country in Latin America, but Clínica Verde is trying to acquire not only finance but also some equipments to distribute among clinics in the country to give treatments for their population. But it is not directly trying to approach or trying to satisfy the serious health requirement, trying to acquire finance to satisfy serious health requirements of their country people. So there is no other research done to bring a secure and a standard way to support financially to cure serious illnesses for the people who endure poverty in Sri Lanka. That's the prominency of my research. So when doing the fact elicitation process, I have used two types of techniques, that is interviews and questionnaires. During my interview process, I have interviewed 13 numbers, 23 patients from patient community, 2 from the donor community, and 5 from the various authorities in the health sector. So the biggest challenge was explaining the concept for those parties. So after all, when explaining the concept, the main key question that I have asked was, do you feel that this kind of a concept is a timely requirement? So all 23 patients who represent the patient community or the poor community and the middle class agreed that they are willing to have such a system to satisfy their need. And when it comes to the donors also stated if the particular solution is proving that the evidence is genuine, the medical evidence is genuine, then they have no problem of making donations through that kind of a system. So when I consulted the various authorities in the health sector, what they said was, it is a considerable factor to think about what is the ethical affiliation for such a situation, because this particular solution is more towards on the humanitarian aspect. It is trying to deal with human feelings, so therefore definitely there are some ethical aspects to be considered. So if I have tried to identify, or if I have tried to approach those ethical affiliations, then if it is successful, then it will be given a better solution for the needy people. The other technique that I have used was questionnaires. Questionnaires was distributed among 200 people who lives in identified 3 districts in Western Province, that is Colombo, Kaluthara and Gampaha. So in the overall analysis, the main factor that identified was there are a set of people who have definite monthly incomes, and there are a set of people who doesn't have definite monthly incomes. Their income monthly income is varying time to time. Further analysis taken them into another categories, that is income between 20,000 to 30,000, income below 20,000, daily non-definite income below rupees 500, daily non-definite income between 500 to 1,000, and there are another set of people who are not sure about any income. Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine if such a person from that kind of a cluster faced for a serious illness, then what will be the situation? So then I have abstracted some few key questions from the questionnaire which supports my objective and which is supposed to prove my objective. One main question that I have posted for them is it enough your monthly income for your day-to-day life? So majority of them has stated that it is not enough. That means they are earning at a marginal level, so an additional expenditure they can't bear. Then those 160 is taken to another section of the questionnaire, that is, were you met with a need of finance for a serious illness of you or your relatives? So my research study is trying to attempt the financial constraint with respect to the serious health issues. So therefore, majority of them has stated it as yes. 147 has stated it as yes. That means obviously in our general life, people face some kind of a serious health requirements. Then I have given some mechanisms for the audience to select what are the best ways that you are using to acquire additional finance to satisfy their serious illnesses. So one of them are applying for president funds, and another is publishing a newspaper article, another is appearing at public places and selling a ticket. So, and then finally I have asked, do you think that these ways will fulfill your need on time? So majority have stated it as no. So then I have asked another question to verify whether they are in need, exact requirement of such a secure and a standard mechanism to support them financially to satisfy serious health issues. So then the majority stated, the most interested fact that I have analyzed was all 147 stated it as yes. Then to verify that there are no other organization is providing that kind of a environment to the needy people, I have asked, do you already know a standard organization which can help you in an emergency finance requirement for a serious illness? So majority have stated it as no, but minority has given as yes. But those organizations are functioning at a village level, like small banks, or giving some money for a nominal interest rate, but they will claim it later. And also some other organizations are religious organizations, so I have not considered those parts. So in my conclusion, majority always stated that they are in a need of finance to cure serious illnesses throughout my questionnaire survey. And also they admit the objective of the research, that is, they need a secure and a standard way to receive finance to cure illnesses. So as I said earlier, the research concept is a bit large. At this level, I have tried to find the exact need of the people, poor community and the middle class level people, whether they need a secure and a standard way to support with finance to satisfy their serious illnesses. So at the next level of the research, I would try to find the exact suitability of the web technology to implement this kind of a solution. And also I'm trying to implement the methodology, I'm trying to introduce the methodology of how the things is going to happen in the solution. And also I'm trying to investigate at the very next level the legal affiliation, because money is going to handle through the system. So legal affiliation as well as the ethical affiliation with my solution domain. So I hope I have made some sense on you. Thank you very much.